Hi kids, I'm back again. I'm going to rant a little bit because, well, I like to rant about politics and there's a few things on my mind. Uh, politics. Let's just take a moment to say that I, as a person, a human being, a citizen of the United States of America, take umbrage, offense, the recent story about registering Jews in the Ukraine. Folks, this happened once before. We cannot ignore history. It must not be allowed. That's it. Now, if Dumb and Dumber want to take another selfie in the back of the limo, that's fine by me. They're worthless anyway. But we as a citizenry need to do something to stop this. Because it's obvious that Horseface married to Ketchup Queen isn't going to do anything about it. And Dumb and Dumber are too busy showing off how white their teeth are. And when I say Dumb and Dumber, I mean the President and Vice President of the United States. I didn't vote for either one of the sons of bitches, and I don't like them. No, I'm not racist, for those that want to throw that out there. I don't like either one of them, not because of what color they are, but because they walk around with a trash can on their foot. They're incompetent. Boobs. Morons. And, you know, they keep blowing sunshine up our skirts about how they've got so much on the ball and so much going on. We as a country are circling the bowl. We have no money, we have no credibility, and we have spineless leadership. And it comes from both sides of the aisle. I mean, we got Crybaby as a Speaker of the House, Boehner. And he wants to cry about how his daddy ran a bar. Whoopee shit. Like I care what your daddy did. What have you done? What will your legacy be? Well, my children are sitting on the fence waiting for you guys to get it together while you're piling debt upon debt upon debt on their backs. I won't live long enough to see us out of the shit as a country. And for you to do this to my children by ignoring attempted genocide is disgusting. It is beyond reprehensible. It's bad enough you got 4 Americans killed over in Benghazi over some bullshit video or some jackney budget cuts. The assets were in place. Those people should have been saved. Shame on you. Now, I'm pretty certain that if we gave Congress full and complete control of the Sahara Desert, we'd have a sand shortage inside of 6 months. They can't even run a whorehouse, which they had the opportunity to, and they closed it because they mismanaged a whorehouse in Nevada. That's got to tell you folks something. We are electing the wrong people to run this country. Now, I don't care whether you want somebody that's got social and economic views that are attuned to the liberal side, are social and economic views that are attuned to the conservative side. None of the people on either side that are being elected currently have any skills whatsoever to cope with our current crises. They cannot manage foreign policy. They cannot manage our money. They do not know how to represent the American people. They are so far detached from the common man that they have no idea what an average family has to go through every year to make the ends come together. My wife and I have given up so many things for the sake of our children. We've given up so many things for the sake of being prudent. We've denied ourselves personal vacations. We denied ourselves trinkets and new toys and new things. We've denied ourselves a lot of luxuries because of the economics of this country. The cost of food, fuel, living expenses, insurance, medical treatment, education for our children. Folks, they have squandered away the wealth of the strongest and most powerful and wealthiest nation ever to exist on the face of the planet. They have used up every asset. Meanwhile, they have denied obvious avenues of revenue for an ideologue that does not fit this country. We can't drill oil. We can't build a pipeline. We can't grow food because we have to save the freckled turtle or the spotted owl or the striped frog or some kind of fucking amoeba. Well, here's my thought on animals. And for those of you that are animal lovers, I understand. I'm a pet owner. I have a fur baby. He is my family. He's a part of my family. He is treated better than most people by me. But if an animal is not useful, productive, or for security reasons, or transportation for that matter, then he better be tasty, because I don't have any other use for him otherwise. We have the ability to grow enough food in this country to feed the world. We have the ability to produce enough energy to light the world from this country. Instead of paying these petty dictators off and bombing them with rice and beans, why don't we try paying our people to grow food and produce energy and to make clean water to give to everybody on the planet? Instead of funding petty dictatorships, brutal leaders, providing them with military supplies, ammunition, weapons, and cash. Let's try feeding the people, clothing the people, lighting their world, educating them. Now, I'm not talking about indoctrinating or even violating their sovereignty. But hey, folks, we're here and we've got food if you want it. We'd spend a third of the amount of money we've spent on all these UN programs and all of these giveaways and all of this foreign money that we're sending out. And we'd make more people in the world happier with who we are. We'd show we're willing to share. We've got it to spare. We would live a good moral standard. It's one thing to say that, oh, you know, the women in Afghanistan are oppressed and blah, 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 blah. What have we done about it? We did nothing back in the 70s and 80s after the Russians bailed out, when we should have been there with books and teachers and engineers. We should have built schools, houses, water treatment plants, farms. Did we do that? No. We sent them shoulder-mounted rocket launchers, RPGs, and ammunition, which they've been using, the Taliban and Al-Qaeda, to shoot American soldiers dead with. Brilliant. Let's not even talk about our war on drugs, domestic terrorism, and our policing of society. Yeah, that's worked out real well. Ask the people at the Boston Marathon how well that worked out. Ask the people in the movie theaters how well that's working for them. Ask the citizenry who trusted in civil authorities to defend them when they should have used the Constitution as their guide and defended themselves. We'll get more pointed on some of these topics in later vlogs, but I wanted to cover the spectrum of what's making me want to puke. And that's a good start. I'm sure there's a lot of things I missed because, well, I'm an angry little man that's angry at a government that's failed us for years. Good luck with your thoughts on this, folks. I look forward to your feedback.